Nick Hawkins outside London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV, post-match reaction to West Ham 0, Brighton 0. It's a tough one to analyse, really, because there's so many different factors that you have to factor in for this one. Like, I never fancied us tonight.
No, the lineup. Once I saw that lineup, I saw the bench. There was rumours Kudus could be playing. That was playing mind games. He weren't on it. I was like, I'll take a point now after seeing that. And that's what we got. And you just see the game and you think maybe if our finishing was a bit better, we could have got something. But if their finishing was better, they would have got something. It's one of them. Like,
I mean, it was two teams that had really been torn apart, and they've got injuries. We've got players out, gone to African Cup.
Mysterious illness that's going around. Apparently, Soufal's now got it. I don't know what this illness is, but it's been ravaging us for weeks.
But that's the thing. Look, when you see the starting 11, knowing we knew before that we would have no Paquetá. With Kudus, it was always iffy. No, two first choice centre backs missing.
Yeah.
Clean sheet and a point against a bogey side. All right, we had the good win down in Brighton at the start of the season, but let's be honest, you weren't expecting that sort of performance today, even with a Kudus and Paquetá playing. So for me, I think it's got summed up in the fan cams. You've got to respect this point. Yeah. It was frustrating because we looked dead on our feet come the end of the game. Massively dead on our feet, and that's worrying.
We've had a very tough Christmas period, and when you think about what we've done with the players that we've had available, like defensively, 4 clean sheets on the spin, you've got to take the positives out of that.
Yeah, you do. You take the positives. I think you've got to look at it critically and think the only thing I would say is our squad management hasn't been good enough, and I think that bore out today. Is you look at the bench, everyone's talking about Cornet, but again, you're bringing on Cornet who don't play. What state is he going to be in? Fornals don't play. Ben Rama don't play. Johnson was getting cramp. So, and
I thought he had a good game, to be honest.
But you look at Brighton, though, right? And Brighton are a team that you mentioned have been riddled with injuries. They made 4 subs today. So if that's their B team or C team, whatever, and they've still got players to bring off because they're getting a fresh leg. We needed some fresh legs. Whoever it was, we needed something because the players, like you said, dead on their feet. We're lucky in the end.
I was going to say, Brian brought it up in his fan cam, and he said that you look at Brighton, they adapt their system to the players that they've got. Unfortunately, the thing with Moyes is Moyes doesn't do that. He has his system, and the players have to adapt to his system, and that's why he has no faith in the squad that he's got. There was a few youngsters on the bench today that you could probably thought that could have got a run out. Especially in the last 10 minutes, because so many players looked tired. Like you said, Johnson, going down with cramps. Souček went down at one point. Alvarez looked like he was struggling as well. Great performance from him. He was everywhere today. But it's just that lack of not rotation. It's just making key substitutions at key points. Look, being at 0-0, you're in the game all the time. There's always an opportunity, especially the fact that they spent the last 15 minutes on top. But making them subs does break up the play a bit. You do get fresh legs on, and that's what we didn't see. And that's why I think they were so dominant in that last 15 minutes.
I mean, it can't be ignored that the game has been moved to the Tuesday. The African Cup of Nations, I think the call-ups were yesterday. Everyone who was going played yesterday. We're the only ones that have suffered tonight.
Yeah, but it's weird then, this injury, because I thought the injury was an excuse for us to get Kudus in.
Get him in, yeah.
Maybe he has got an injury in that, so it wouldn't have affected us anyway. But yeah, it is, the injury aside, it is kicking the balls that we've been affected because of TV potentially, where we could have had, if we did, like you said, we did play yesterday, then Kudus could have been available. So they've got to consider that when you're doing that, and the team's got African players, you've got to consider that because you're affecting us.
Mate, I just don't understand why they've done it. What was it? One game yesterday, one game today. Why not put both games yesterday? Have one a bit of an earlier kickoff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Salah played yesterday, and what he scored a goal and a penalty. Yeah. And made a big impact. Imagine if they'd had that today then.
I'll be honest, I think if Kudus plays today, I think we win.
He was the X factor that we needed today, especially, when it was so frustrating, particularly the first half, passing it round the box, no one wanting to put a cross in, no one having any idea, whereas Kudus, he's such an intelligent player, but he's got that ingenuity about him, whereas it's just so many times, it's like, Ben Rama, he's one of his biggest defenders, but he's so frustrated me today, slowed the game down, really, couldn't pick out the passing backwards, not putting a cross in. It's so frustrating for me because I'm a big fan of his.
The thing is as well, down that left-hand side, you see a lot of chances that we create from that left. It's that link-up play between Paquetá and Emerson. And I think I said it to you at half-time. It looks like Ben Rama and Emerson don't get along. They don't seem to want to give the ball to each other, and the runs that are there. And you see that with Souček as well at times. He gets himself into good positions in the box, waiting for the ball to come in, and someone cuts back or someone checks back and they take that extra touch.
Yeah. How can you? We were saying this. You have someone like Souček there. How can you not put a cross into him? He's there ready to take the ball. But as well, another problem, and Ben Rama was the only, I don't know what's going on. Ben Rama, to his credit, was the only one actually willing to have a shot. And that was, a lot of our players seemed scared to shoot. Even like Bowen at times, it's like, just shoot. But it's, you get the ball, oh, let me pass that. We've got the ball to your feet in the box. There was that point, Bowen, all he had to do was turn and shoot.
Yeah.
And that would have been a goal. He had all that net to choose from. And that seems to be a problem.
But I'll
today.
be honest, they had a few chances themselves. I mean, Areola played well.
Yeah.
Positioning-wise, he was brilliant today.
He's got to get respect now, surely. He's had so many people giving him stick when he came back in. Oh, Areola's back in, yeah? That fucking West Ham Central, like I said. I want you let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. Yeah? Let every one of you, let your apologies be loud as your disrespect. Because Areola is shown he is a quality goalkeeper. Look at the clean sheets, and he is our man of the match today. No two ways about it. Areola man of the match today. Brilliant.
The thing is, you've got him. He played. Alvarez, I thought, was superb today.
Yeah.
You know, the partnership that Mavropanos and Obona are getting as well. You know, when you look at that Liverpool game and the performances we saw there, and you go and get the clean sheet at Arsenal and then the clean sheet against tonight, you know, you've got to give them boys coming in a lot of respect, and their performances show it.
It's got to breed confidence as well.
Exactly.
For them as defenders, as a backline, I include Alvarez in that. When you're getting clean sheet after clean sheet. Especially you've come in and we've not a team that have had a lot of clean sheets this season. You come in, you're getting clean sheets. That's got to breed confidence.
Do you know what as well? The one player is Ben Johnson. You know, I was very critical of him last season. I thought he was awful last season. But the couple of games he's played,
Back to his old self.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Johnson that we want to see. You know, it's good to see, and let's hope between now and the end of the season he gets more game time, puts performances in like that, and they give him another contract. Because when we see that Johnson, there's potential there.
I still don't have confidence in us not signing a Kehrer replacement, like getting another right back in.
I just don't see that he hasn't played at all. He's not even being considered.
Kehrer,
yeah,
it's crazy, absolutely crazy,
well,
especially tonight with people dead on their feet.
Yeah, well, when Johnson went down with cramp, I thought, oh, come on, we're at least going to see Kehrer come on now. Nope, carried on. And but yeah, I don't want us to just be left with just Soufal and Johnson. You know, he put a shift in. It is still, to me, a drop-off, quite a big drop-off between Soufal and Johnson. Soufal's been excellent this season. And I want to, you know, people are talking about Walker Peters, you know, that I think if the price is right.
I'll be honest, I think there's more pressing positions that we need. I don't think a right back will be
a priority.
But if it's there, but if you're selling a right back, you know, we've got other, you know, Ben Rama might go.
But I mean, we're not selling any forwards.
We're selling Ben Rama apparently.
Well, let's see when it happens. And yeah,
that's it. Not only that, you've got to be looking what you're going to get for players and how much money we're actually going to have to try and sign someone. January's awkward, always awkward.
Right, let's just quickly, very briefly, touch on the FA Cup game. I mean, you know, there was confidence in the fan camps, but I'll be honest with you, when I look at the lineup tonight and I look at the way we played, it looks like a fucking banana skin waiting to happen. I've seen it so many times.
I said this to Scott in the stadium. Play a B team. I don't want to see no Bowen. I don't want to see no Alvarez. I don't want to see no Emerson. If Paqueta's back, I don't want to see him, because if we're going to put out a strong team now, just to roll over Bristol and then eventually get Anfield away, get the Emirates again, or Man City, you know, get the Etihad, and then put out a weak team, I don't want to see it. You know, at the end of the day, if Moyes is looking at it and going, my priority is the league and the Europa League, then let's from now use this as an opportunity to give other players and squad a chance and rotation, rest other key players. I know we got a week off after that, but still, we got you know, a good run at a lot of games in February. So let's rest some key players, give it a chance to give fringe players a go. And then if we lose, we lose. I'm not going to slate it, because I know you're just going to rest players if we get a difficult fixture later on. So
fair play.
I'm with you, mate. I love the FA Cup. The FA Cup's competition that, you know, as a kid, that's what you always wanted to win. And I want us to go as far as we can. But you are right in what you're saying. You know, we saw it against Liverpool. We privatised league position over a cup quarter-final, you know, possibly get into a semi-final. There ain't no point. If he's going to do that further down the line, you know, you're running on the luck of the draw. We never have a good draw. You know,
Yeah.
we'll probably beat Bristol and get Man United or Man City or someone like that. So make your priority now. But do you know what? Tell people what you're going to do. Don't get us all here hoping that we're going to see a strong side and actually go for it, and you're going to put the youngsters out.
Well, they'll never do that because the club want
but,
to sell
but,
tickets.
exactly,
this is the thing. But don't throw the youngsters under the bus either.
No.
Don't do an Allardyce. Mix it up a bit. Give the fringe players a chance. Give Cornets a chance. Even if you don't fancy him, give him a chance. You know, if he don't get picked up to go to the AFCON, give him a chance.
I think it's certain players. I think Alvarez he looked like someone as well.
He needs to not play.
Yeah, he definitely needs rest. I think Bowen. People say Bowen's fit. We can't just.
We've got a long rest after this one, though.
Yeah,
we got a week off.
Yeah, but it's a week. A week's a week. A long time in football.
Well, the thing is, you've got a week. You've got a week off. Then you've got the break. Then you'll have the FA Cup fourth round if we make it through, and then we got Bournemouth.
The thing is,
and our fixtures in the league, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, next 2 league games, very, very winnable.
and I'm not saying that none of these players can feature. I mean, look, you have a Bowen on the bench, and the game's in the balance. You bring him on and you give him 20 minutes, 25, whatever. But I don't want to see, like we saw Bowen play, we was like, 4-0, 4-1 down or something to Liverpool, and he's still playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Just be intelligent with how you're managing their fitness, because like you said, we see some dead on their feet. If we get through, great. If we don't, we're still having a great season, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, we've come out of this Christmas period and New Year period unscathed. We will focus on the FA Cup before we have a rest. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match reaction. It's freezing cold. The wind is blowing. If you're new around here, subscribe. One thing left to say.
Come on, you guys.